Welcome back to our afternoon session. So what we're going to be focused on this afternoon is all about friendship. So I know that we have done a lot about friendship in our class. We've talked about who is our friends in our classroom, why they're our friends, what makes a good friend. But this afternoon, I want to have a talk about it again and just have a really big think of what it means to be a friend to someone, because I know these are my friends here and they look after me lots and lots and they take good care of me and they are always here to listen if I ever need a friend to talk to. So I am going to show you a PowerPoint and we're going to talk through it and discuss what really makes a good friend. And when you are at home, I'm going to show you an activity I'd quite like you to do with your families to have a really big think about friendship. So let me show you friendship. So as you can see, these are our three friends on the bench. Now, friends. How are you and your friends similar? So have a little think with at home with your family. How are you and your friends similar? So your friends that you have in our class, your friends that you might have outside of school, how are you similar? What makes you the same? I know me and my friends are similar because we laugh at the same things and we enjoy doing the same things. And what makes them a good friend? So I know that my friends are really good friends to me because they take care of me. They ask if I'm okay and they look out for me if anything was to ever happen. So that makes them a really, really good friend. But there's also things like sharing, doing kind things, giving them things, helping them if they ever need to, or listening to them when they ever want to talk. So our friends, here's some examples of why people can be friends. They play with us, they share with us, they choose us to be their partners for games, they compliment us, so they might say, your hair looks very nice today. They listen to us, like I said, they listen to us if we ever feel sad or we need a friend to talk to. They make us laugh. It's always nice to have a friend that makes us laugh. So what do you like to do with your friends? I know I like to do lots of fun things with my friends. We like to go outside, we like to eat yummy food, we like to watch nice TV, and we enjoy doing similar things. So how to be a good listener for your friend. Now we spoke about this the other day, that if you ever have a problem, it's really good to talk to people and talk to your friends because they might help you through it. So if you want to be a really good friend to someone, I'm going to talk to you about how to be a good listener. So ask positive and encouraging questions, nod and look interested, so make sure you are listening and look at the person who's speaking to you. So look at your friend when you're having a talk, make sure you are listening nice. Friend. How do you feel when your friends compliment you? So how does it make you feel if someone says to you, your hair looks nice today? Because I know, to me, if someone says to me, your hair looks nice today, it makes me feel nice. It makes me feel nice about myself and excited that I have someone there who's complimenting me. It's always great to compliment someone because it makes them feel good. So if you think about it, next time you see one of your friends, compliment them. So if they're feeling a little bit sad, for example, Timmy might say to me, I'm not very good at maths. You could say to him, no, Timmy, you are good at maths. Let's have a look at what you can do. And you could cheer them up by him. He might be able to count all his numbers to 10. And you could tell him, you are really good at counting to 10. Might be someone else who feels they're not very good at skipping. You could maybe tell them, you might not be too good at skipping, but you're great at running. And then you could practice skipping with them to make them good at it. And always say thank you. So when Timmy says to me, Miss Veach, your hair looks nice, I will always say thank you, Timmy. That's very kind of you. And make sure what you say is kind and nice and genuine. You don't want to say something that isn't very kind. And we think about our friends. Are we always going to have our friends forever? Can everyone be a friend? Can we be friends with someone all the time? And could you be friends with someone after you have fallen out? So some friends you might have forever, some friends you might not always have forever. You might just move in different places. So I had friends at school who I don't see anymore and we will talk, but we're not friends all the time. And not everyone is going to be your friend. There might be some people who you don't have many things in common with, but just because they're not your friend doesn't mean you don't be kind to them. We be kind to everyone. it just might not necessarily be your close friend. Can we be friends with someone all the time? I think that if we're not friends with someone all the time, we have to just remember to be kind and polite. If you don't want to be friends with people all the time, you just have to remember to be kind. And could you be friends with someone after you've fallen out? Yes. The thing about falling out is that you have to talk through what made you fall out. So if one of your friends made you sad because they didn't share and you fell out about that, you talk about what it made you sad and you move forward. Try and remember how to be a good friend. So always think about the things we've just talked about. You be kind, you listen, and you be complimenting your friends. And try and think about all those things we've just talked about to make you a really special friend. Super. Now you are at home, I would like you to have a think about taking part in this activity. A sheet here, it says how to be a good friend. So at home, if you've got a bit of paper, get your families to help you and see how you can be a good friend at break time, at lunchtime and in class. What different things could you do at each of these to be a good friend? So for example, at break time, you might share the hula hoop with them. At lunch, you might sit next to your friend and encourage them to eat their dinner if they don't really want to eat it, but you tell them it's lovely and you're going to eat it together. And in class, you might help them if they find something tricky. You might share the colour pencils with them. You might build something together. You might just do another activity together. That is how we could be a super friend in all these areas. Now, if you can, have a go at this with your families at home, write it down on a bit of paper. And when we go back to school, we look forward to seeing it, don't we? Because my 4 friends here, these guys, all get along really well because they take on all of those friendship traits and are super friends. They fall out sometimes and Miss Veach has to speak to them and tell them to be friends because sometimes they bicker about who's going to get a turn. But all in all, we are super friends. And I know everyone in class 1 can be super friends too. So I want you to have a go at that sheet for me and we will be back this afternoon to do some handwriting. So we will see you soon.